Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Overnight, the Australian dollar continued to chip away at the resistance and managed to print a high of 66.15 before its retreat. The resistance level I called at 65.80 to 66.10 only managed to just get 5 points above there before dropping away. At present, it is questionable whether the market can sustain at these levels. I do, in favour, expect to see the market retreat further, and if we do get a break of 65.20, initiates the move to 64.70, which I feel is on the cards, given to the fact is that the MACD is very thin here, and the RSI is starting to break down, and especially from the retreat of that 66 level. The euro overnight took another challenge to the top side after previously spiking at the level close to 109.7090. The market took the challenge and posted a high of 109.98 before staging a modest retreat. The dollar index, which measures the greenback strength against a basket of 6 major currencies, managed to ink in a low of 98.97 before rebounding. It is assessed now that from the two patterns from the US dollar index and also with the euro, is further risk to the downside will emerge if we get a break of 108.85. So it's still about 70 points away, so there's still a bit of work to do to the downside. Still keep relatively aware of your stop loss and take profit levels, which according to your risk management, as a break above 109.90 and a close there from New York, that is at 7 a.m. Sydney time, would give further indication to the upside. But with the rejections that we're seeing here, 2 here, 1 and 2 here, and also 2 here, let's see if the market does stage a further decline, which I do favour. The dollar yen getting a little bit hesitant towards the upside challenge as we got close to 108.1525 overnight. And from the retreat, after printing a high of 107.98 into the New York session, the fact is that we are seeing a bit of bearishness coming through now from the technicals. So let's see if the market does play further to the bear case and away from this level and look back towards 107.25. It is viewed a break from there should inspire further downside weakness to 106.80 to 106.1525. Now, from the rebound of 120, I went neutral to the pound, but now from the reversal of the overnight price action from the recent highs does give me some indication that the break of 122.45 has now opened the way down to 121.50, and a break there would see further risk to the downside after the overnight comments from the Bank of England Andrew Bailey, who said that he does not rule out as a matter of principle when it comes to the fact that the interest rates may be somewhat going negative. It was just a hint more to the fact as he only gave it as a bit of a response to the COVID-19 crisis, and therefore if it does increase worse, then we could see a cut further in interest rates where they hold at 0.1%. But we need to break of 121.50 to initiate the down move back to 120. Dollar CAD took another challenge to the downside at 138.5 and has held again. But we're not out of the picture yet. I do feel that another challenge will be seen here, and if we do see a break, it opens way back to 136. I'm getting a little bit cautious on gold. Now, I do talk about divergence. So this point to this point, and this point, not quite seeing the high yet, but if we see another stab to the upside, it would confirm this bearish divergence with a weak MACD as well. And now the trend is somewhat suggesting it's nearly over to the bull case, and therefore could see further weakness. The immediate target is at 1,726 to 32, which was recently rejected. But as I mentioned, the bears are coming back and most probably quieter than before, and therefore a break of 26 opens a way back to 1,698. So I'm not really as strong in terms of a bull case. I think the bears are coming back. We're still not seeing any pullback in oil. The dips are shallow and still maintains its target of 36, maybe up to 41. After this recent sell-off that we saw back in April, the bulls have kept very much in a strong stance. And since the rebound of $24, we've rallied nearly 37% up to the highs of overnight. That is at 33.80, and with today's high just being there again. So haven't made any new high as of yet. The ADX is overheating, and we're seeing a little bit of divergence here. I do anticipate a pullback should be around the corner, and no doubt see a target of 29 to maybe 27.5. Well, that wraps it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. And as always, look out for the intraday report. And I hope you enjoy the great start to this new day.